I was born in Baja California, Tijuana, in Mexico. That's literally the border line between the U.S. and Mexico. I remember when I was maybe 2, 3, that I went to the beach, and where I lived, where my grandma used to live, I used to live right next to the beach. So I remember every day maybe going, enjoying it with our family. My mom actually came here first before I did. She left maybe 7, 8 months before I did. For 7 straight months, she worked double shifts trying to get the money for me to come. When she did have the exact amount for me to come to the U.S., I came with my cousin in an airplane. I remember just getting off. I seen my mom, and obviously I was so happy. I started crying. I ran up to her, gave her a hug. She started crying. It was tough for me not being able to have my mom, her not being able to see me. So the first day that we saw each other again, we just clicked, obviously, fast. And ever since that day, I've not been away from my mom. She's been by my side since that day. I remember they took a picture of us our first night in the hotel while we waited in California. We were in California for a bit, and then we moved to Tennessee. I started kindergarten here. My first words I learned were cat and dog. From Tennessee, we took a drastic change and we went to San Francisco, California. Yeah, amazing, right? For me, it was like, whoa, amazing. I saw the Golden Gate Bridge. I got to go to another school. In San Francisco, I was actually part of the soccer team in my school, and we were actually really good. We were going to the finals of this tournament, and I remember that on the night before when we had soccer practice, everyone left already. I had to wait for my mom. Next thing you know, my mom pops up, and she tells me, "We have to go now. We have to go like now." And I was so confused. I was like, "Mom, what do you mean? Like, all my stuff, all my friends, all the people I know here. How am I just gonna leave like that?" And she just told me, "Be quiet, just go." And I'm over here confused. I started panicking, and she just said bye to my coach. She was like, we can't be here anymore." Next thing you know, we were on an airplane on our way back to Tennessee, just like that. And I left everything there. I was moving so much that I couldn't even have a normal life. Like, I was moving a lot. Like I said, my name to me was the new student. Everyone, "Oh, you're new. Oh, you're new. You're a new student." Even though I went to 7 different schools, I learned a lot still, because my drive to work hard and keep working hard to be someone in life. I kept working hard. Even if I was there for a month or 2, I still learned. And I remember when I came here, everyone was so shocked of how much I knew for someone that was a new student. One day, me and my mom were coming home from the store. I was turned around looking at my mother, talking to her. She was next to the road. I was talking to her, and in the corner of my eye, I see a red car getting closer, closer, closer. Next thing you know, she got hit by a car in front of my very own eyes. We got to the hospital. They took her into a hospital bed. Then the next thing you know, my mom turns around, like, on the bed. I'm over here on the right. She's on the left. She turns around her head. She looks at me, and she smiles, even though half her face is bleeding. She's like, "It's gonna be okay." I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm barely 13. I don't even know how to, like, do my own laundry. How am I gonna survive if my mom dies? I'm done. I'm done. And for that moment, I was literally independent for 2 months. In those 2 months, I learned so much. I learned how to cook. I learned how to wash my own clothes. The first day I went to wash my own clothes, I put too much soap, and I had a big bath of soap coming out myself. But I learned how to do it. The only thing that kept me going was my mother. That was it. My mother. When all these things were going on, I would remember that one thing she told me when she was barely waking up. She was like, "It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Don't give up." And I kept going. When 2 months passed by, she was able to come back home with me, and I was happy. It was like when I first saw her from Mexico. I got the same feelings, because we got to be together finally. I'm a high school senior. I'm about to graduate in Atlanta, Georgia. I am a boxing trainer / front desk receptionist in the same place. I train kids as little as 8-year-olds to people that can be my own parents. I work every day after school. I work Monday through Friday. I enter at 4:30 and I get out at 9:30. and I still find ways to do my homework, study, have a little bit of time for myself, uh, have time with my mom. I'm doing clubs, I'm doing community service hours. I'm working out, I'm training. There's also, I'm a boxer, so I have to train. I am in the top 10% of my grade senior year, and to me that's amazing because it shows everything I've done to this point is paying off now. In the future, I hope to become more of a leader. I want to become a role model for younger people. Since I'm a boxing trainer, most of the people I train are kids from 8 to 15. I want to be able to show them that, hey, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter um, like what race you are. It really just matters on how hard you want it and how hard you work for it. So it doesn't all these obstacles are there for a reason. Obstacles are made for you to overcome them.